Hello students everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We will begin class 8 maths practice at 4.1 part 2 on textbook page number 22. Draw an obtuse angle triangle LMN. Draw its altitudes and denote the orthocenter by O. Draw an obtuse angle triangle. The name of an obtuse angle triangle is triangle LMN. Extend the line segment MN to draw an altitude of segment LM. Now keep the rounder through point L and draw an arc to the opposite side. And down again you have to draw the arcs, not to change the distance between rounder and pencil. Keep the rounder on this arc and down again you have to draw the arc. Now keep the rounder on this arc and you have to intersect this arc. And then you have to draw the straight line and that forms an altitude of segment LM. I have drawn and joined an altitude of segment LM in this way. Now I have to keep the rounder through point M and draw an arc to the opposite side LN. I had already drawn arcs through point M to the opposite side LN, not to change the distance between pencil and rounder. Now keep the rounder on this arc and outside of segment LN you have to draw the arc. Keep the rounder on this arc now. Then you have to intersect this arc. Then you have to draw and join an altitude of segment LM. Here you have to draw straight line and this is an altitude of segment LN. I have joined and drawn an altitude of segment LN. Extend the line segment LM to get an altitude of segment MN. Now you have to keep the rounder through point N and draw an arc through the opposite side to get an altitude of segment MN. Now keep the rounder through point N and draw an arc through the opposite side. And not to change the distance between pencil and rounder. And outside now again you have to draw the arcs. Keep the rounder through this arc and draw another arc outside to get an altitude of segment MN. Then you have to join the straight line and you will get an altitude of segment MN. I have drawn and joined an altitude of segment MN. All three altitudes of three sides of an obtuse angle triangle passes through the point O. The point of concurrence is O. Point O is the orthocenter of triangle LMN. Draw a right angle triangle XYZ. Draw its medians and show their point of concurrence by G. Draw a right angle triangle. The name of a right angle triangle is triangle XYZ. To get a median, you have to draw perpendicular bisectors of all three sides by taking more than half distance with rounder. Keep the round on point Z and draw perpendicular bisector on segment XZ. Take more than half distance on segment XZ by using a rounder. After that, you have to join the straight line, and this is the perpendicular bisectors on segment XZ. Now keep the rounder on point Y and take more than half distance on segment XY and draw perpendicular bisector on segment XY. On segment XY, you have to draw left side and right side arcs on both the sides. So in this you have to draw the arc. After that, you have to draw the straight line, and this is the perpendicular bisectors on segment XY. Now you have to join all three lines where it was drawn perpendicular bisectors of all three sides. Now you have to find the medians of all three sides. The perpendicular bisectors where it is drawn, there you will find the midpoint. Through the midpoints of all three sides to the opposite points, there you will find the median. The midpoint of segment YZ is here. There you have to join the line segment to the opposite point X, and that is the median of segment YZ. The midpoint of segment XY is here. There you have to join line segment to the opposite point Z, and that is the median of segment XY. The midpoint of segment XZ is here. From the midpoint of segment XZ to the opposite point Y, you have to draw the line segment, and that is the median of segment XZ. The point of concurrence is point G. Point G is the point of concurrence of all three medians of triangle XYZ, and it is called centroid. Also, we have to name the points where we have drawn the arcs. Practice set 4.1, question number 6th and question number 7th will continue on next part. If you understood class 8th maths, practice set 4.1 on textbook page number 22, give us the feedback or comments. Subscribe the channel, like and share. Thank you.